Hey guys, it's Zach, and this is my last vlog about Speechless. And I want to thank ABC for giving me the opportunity to talk about this show and about disability in my life in a way that I never would have had I not gotten this chance to do this. So I gotta say that I watched episode 3, and I think it's my favorite thing that has ever been on TV regarding disability, and that includes Wheelchair Sharknado, which I did not really like all that much. It's really, the shark wasn't that dangerous in the chair, so. But this episode of Speechless was awesome because it dealt with so many things that I've dealt with in my life that if I didn't know that like I don't know the writers or anything, I would be like, "Get out of my head! You stole my life!" But they didn't. This episode is about JJ, dealing with friends in high school, and at the high school they have this pastime of having this bonfire, and the place where they have the bonfire is not accessible at all, and that creates a problem for JJ, his friends, and of course Maya, who likes to get involved in all of her son's affairs if he's not being taken care of. And this rang very true for me because my family every year has a bonfire on the 4th of July, and it's it's off a cliff on a beach that's off a cliff on the lake. And when I was little, they used to carry me down the cliffside stairs, and it was fine. But then I went through a growth spurt, and when when I didn't weigh 30 pounds anymore, then it was harder for them to carry me down safely. So I had to stay up at the house with my grandma and my aunt, who were both in their 80s, which had a silver lining because I got to connect with them on a very real level and hear some great stories. But I missed out on, toast and marshmallows and stuff, which kind of sucked. So I know what that's like. One of the main themes of the episode is, even if someone has a disability, you have to hold them accountable, which is always what I've tried to say to my friends is I know my true friends because they'll call me out on my crap or when I do something wrong. And the friends in JJ's high school are forced to admit that, like, if we truly see this guy as an equal, and we do, we have to be mad at him, which I think is one of the most beautiful things. And they do a great job of having that discussion. And it really also made me appreciate the great friends that I have that haven't necessarily taken me down to bonfires or made that happen, but they've taken me to remote secret waterfalls, and I went volcano surfing a few weeks ago, and that was only because I had crazy friends that would carry me up a volcano and then sled down it with me. When you have a disability, so many people just look through you that when you're truly seen and people are coming together to make an effort to include you in such a real way, it really matters. And it's always a double-edged sword because you're like, I don't want to put a burden on my friends. I don't want to do anything that would prevent my friends from having a good time. And that's something that JJ has to face and Maya has to face. And it's all part of growing up. And, I've learned in my 30 years that there are some things that, can be inclusive. And then other things, I just get a lot of joy out of my friends being able to have a great time, even if they have to ditch me, which they rarely do. Except this one time, they all went to play on a train and they left me in the car. But let's not talk about that. What I really wanted to impress is that Speechless has done something that I think no other show has done, which is they make it easier for people with CP and families with special needs to contextualize what their lives are. And it may not speak to everyone on every level, but what it would have done for me if this show was on, 15 years earlier, my mom would be able to point to this show and say, look at this fun family. We are a fun family. And we make jokes, and our life isn't all gloomy because we have a child that has challenges. I also just wanted to say thank you for Speechless. Thanks for making a great show. Thanks to everyone involved because you're doing great work and you're making my life a whole lot easier. So thanks, guys, and remember to check out Speechless, 8:30, 7:30 Central on ABC Wednesday nights, and I'll see you next week for Workout Wednesday. Bye!